In this video, I'm going to walk you through the unit Work with Standard and Custom Fields. This is the first unit or step in the project Customize a Salesforce Object. And I just want to say, I wish we picked a different name for this. I wish it was more like do something important for your business, because customizing a Salesforce object doesn't really communicate how impactful all of the stuff is that we're going to be doing in this project. And it's really quite important because it's going to be making, in this project, you're going to be learning how to configure Salesforce so it's able to solve real business problems. And we're going to be doing this with these, fictitious scenarios and all of that. But this is actually really important stuff. And it's really, this project is it's a great way to get exposure to all of these different ideas. So let's get into it. Introduction. AW Computing has established a Salesforce environment with users set up, profiles assigned, and access to records and fields configured. A Salesforce environment means like an instance of Salesforce, like they're using Salesforce. That's what that means. But they're in need of further customization to ensure, I don't like using the word ensure, but like to make sure, to help users have the necessary fields to capture the business information they need. That's where you, the admin, come in. To begin with, you have a request from the head of Sales Operations, Yuko Ishikawa. Yuko says her sales op team, that's the short for sales operation, uses the account rating field for sales prospecting. But they're concerned that the account owners aren't capturing this information correctly because they don't understand what the field is for. There's a general rule, right? Garbage in, garbage out. If you capture garbage data, then you don't have anything you could do with it. By the way, if you're new to business, sales operations is usually a division within sales. And their focus is making sure that the sales teams, like it sounds like, are operating efficiently. This is incredibly important. I feel like I say that a lot, but it really is. If you have salespeople and you just say, okay, go, and you don't assign territories, you don't assign accounts, then the likelihood that you're going to have the same people calling on the same accounts is very high, and that's going to be a waste of time, which is going to then decrease the amount of money that the company is able to make. So that's a problem. And if they don't have good processes in place to make sure that the salespeople can move through the sales process as efficiently as possible, then sales are going to take longer. And that's also a problem. So, sales operations. Important. To help her team use the field properly and capture all the data they need, change the name of the field, provide guidance on how to use it, add additional value, and restrict who can edit it. Okay, so this is all the stuff we're going to do. Let's get to it. Customize profiles and objects. Before you get to those tasks, create profiles for members of the sales and support teams. Click the Setup gear and select Setup. Enter Profiles in the Quick Find box and select Profiles. Click Clone next to Standard User, and then we're going to enter the name Sales User. Click Clone next to Standard User. Let's display all the records, shall we? That was the problem. My moment of panic there was like, man, if you click this arrow down here and make sure you're selecting to show enough, then it will show up. So I'm going to click Clone next to Standard User and enter in Sales User. Okay. Click Save, click Clone. And then the next one is going to be a pro support user. And click Save. Support user, and click Save. So now we should have those two new profiles created. So we should be able to go down here and see our sales user. Can we make this larger? Yeah. Standard user, support user, and sales user. Okay, so we got those two new ones, sales and support, created. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. Okay, now change the label of the rating field to prospect rating. From setup, enter rename tabs. Rename tabs and labels. In the action column, click Edit in front of accounts. Click Next. Find rating in the list of standard fields and change rating to prospect rating in the singular column. Wait, where did I go? Click Next. They want me to do this on step 2. So change rating to prospect rating. Okay, and click Save. Did we get that right? I should be able to see that now, right? Renamed. Okay, yeah, I did that. Okay, fine. And then click Save, which we did. Okay, now add help text to the field and add a new value to the Account Rating Picklist and update field level security. From Setup, click Object Manager and select Account. Select Fields and Relationships. Click Prospect Rating, then click Edit. Enter this help text. This indicates the likelihood of a sale being made to this account in the next 6 months. Cold indicates not likely, warm indicates quite likely, hot indicates very likely. So put that into the help text and click Save. In the Account Rating Picklist Values section, click New. Enter Not Known in the Add Picklist Values box and click Save. And now, that's cool. We got hot, warm, cold, and not known. That's helpful. Select Field Level Security. Click Field Level Security. If you notice, I'm not doing the blue lines, the blue circles that I normally do. on my videos, just because this is very detailed and doesn't have a hands-on challenge. In any case, select the checkbox in the read-only column header. Deselect the sales user checkbox in the read-only column. And I've found that videos that don't have hands-on challenges don't get viewed as much. And so I figured I'm not going to put in the effort to make this one, you know what I mean? Just like you gotta manage it. Okay, manage the effort for the value here. Click Save. Next, create a checkbox field called Has Plan Support, editable by sales and support users only. From Setup, click Object Manager and select Account. Fields and Relationships anew, and select Checkbox. Fields and Relationships, new, checkbox. Next. And select the values. Field label has support plan, default value unchecked. Description, sales users use this field to indicate to support which customers have support plans. And then the help text. Does this customer have a current support plan? Check this box when you sell a support plan to this customer. Click Next. Click Read Only. And then we're going to go, because we don't want everybody to be able to edit this. And then we're going to have the sales user and the support users are going to be able to edit it. So sales user, it's not going to be read only for them. And the support user, it's not going to be read only for them. And click Next and save anew. Next, create a support expiration date field, editable by sales and support users only. Select date as the data type and click Next. And this is going to be the field label. So, date. Is it date or date time? Date. Is the data type? Field label, field name, description, expiration date of current support plan, and the help text is, when is the current support plan due for renewal? Grammarly says we should change that. Click Next. We're going to do the same thing here. We don't want anybody to be able to edit this except our support user and our sales user. And click Next. And then this is it. So we're just going to click Save. And let's confirm we did everything right.